Good afternoon. My name is Mario Correa. I'm an estate and trust attorney. I guess my goal is when I get involved with estate and trust litigation as well as drafting, and my goal is to avoid the litigation and help families navigate those loopholes and family structural issues that you see in litigation and those dynamics, and draft in a way that we avoid that conflict. I guess I could address some of those points if you. Well, before I do that, Irving, you had indicated you had a question about there's no trustee in the document, or there's no successor trustee in the in Illinois' Trust and Trustees Act. There's actually a section that governs that says that the income beneficiaries, if the majority of them agree on a successor trustee, that then you won't have to go to court. So that's something particular to Illinois. As far as the issues of trust protectors and conflicts that arise, I mean, there are some natural conflicts, and sometimes you wanna draft some of that conflict in. And gosh, I've been using trust protectors for years. I didn't know what they were called that, but I've been using them for years. And one of the most common phrases that we had always used is when they were co-trustees. We have in our documents that there's an even number of trustees and they're deadlocked or they can't agree, then they would go to a third party to resolve the deadlock. I don't know, and just the mechanism of resolving conflict, irrespective of two parties of goodwill having a difference, just a mechanism to resolve the conflict, irrespective of the outcome, is beneficial. So there's like an example of a trust protector. I guess it's such a broad term, you can't think of all the different ways you can use it. I have a situation now where I wish I had a trust protector where I have both parents who are deceased, and we have one member of the family running the money and acting as a trustee, and I would love there to have been a trust protector to give accountings to. You know, just the trust protector could have just been, we could have designated some third party, indifferent party who isn't inside the family, embedded with the family in the day-to-day administration, taking care of the kids and using the trust for their own benefit. I'd love there to be that trust protector you can just kind of mail that document to. And that's something that I'm going to consider in the future. So this concept of having a third party in there is useful. And as to the issue of conflict, sometimes I like seeing some of that natural conflict in a situation where you have you have mother and father pass away. You have two sides of a family, and that's okay for there to be some conflict, because conflict is checks and balances. It's another way of saying conflict. So some kind of conflict is good.